Hello and welcome back to Tales of the Black Forest. I hope you've all been well. Do I have a sprint? I do. Okay. The table is full of scratches and swear words. Someone wrote the timetable with a pencil on the table, and it doesn't look like an adult's handwriting. This should be some student's desk. Why is it here? A prank? This sort of thing is very common in a school. A school would always have one or two students that are shunned by others. That's so out of line. How could they treat their classmates like this? Those outcasts are probably treated as different beings. A lot of people are afraid of the unknown. Kihara, you're so nice. You must be very popular at school. My classmates in elementary school treated me as a weirdo because I could see yokai. That's in the past. Now, my classmates are all very nice people. That's good. Shikanaki Elementary School. The school building might collapse any time since it's not been maintained for many years. Please do not enter without permission. Oh. Does the light equal permission? The phone still seems to work. Seems this phone could be used for ninja. Yes, but we should wait until we really need to use it. A round watermelon. It looks especially prominent compared to the other watermelons around here. An unripe watermelon. Scarecrow that looks somewhat strange. An abandoned wheelbarrow with flowers around it. Water of Abundance Shrine. The wooden bridge is tottering. A desolate village and a forest that stretches as far as the eye can see are on the opposite side. A cluster of colorful red spider lilies are blooming around the flagpole. The door can't be opened. This door is locked. Okay, we're running from that lady. So if we just try to continue... That is a very large deer skull. Deer Skull Kaiden, Chapter 1. It looks like a deer's skull. Eh? How big is this deer? What are you doing? Oh. Hey, stay away from Eiko-sama. Eiko-sama? You mean this skull belongs to him? Don't call Eiko-sama's name directly. You're the one who kept saying the name. You look like a rabbit tail. What are you? I'm a pigeon. Sorry, we didn't mean to offend you. We just accidentally got lost at this place. In that case, you can go back now. By the way, can you tell us how to get to Kuromori Town? Why are you going there? We're going to... It's none of your business. Kihara-chan, don't tell this stupid deer. This bridge is the only way to get to Kuromori Town. You can't get across. If there's nothing else, do not go near Eiko-sama. The tree is almost withered. A withered tree. Sorry, we need to get to Kuromori Town. Are you sure there's no other way there? I won't tell you. Eiko-sama ended up in this state because of humans. Sorry, we just arrived at this village and we don't know what happened here. Hang on. How come you can understand what I'm saying? You only realized it now? It's hard to explain. Perhaps you're not an ordinary human? Of course. Kihara-chan may look dumb, but she's actually very smart and gentle. She also has powers that will surprise you. heard you mention the tree's dying. Does it have anything to do with Eiko-sama? Yes. This tree is named Tamasaki, and it would only bloom if it is watered with sun shower rainwater. Eiko-sama controls the weather in all 4 seasons around these parts, and it's only through him that one could get the precious sun shower rainwater. But ever since Eiko-sama fell asleep, this tree hasn't been watered for a long time. Fell asleep? A deity's power comes from the faith in humans. If a deity loses that faith, the deity would soon fall asleep because it has lost its divine powers. Eiko-sama had been protecting this land selflessly without complaining for centuries, but instead of thanking Eiko-sama for his kindness, those villagers chose to believe in this new deity instead. New deity? Does it have anything to do with Shinri Tengoku? I have a request. What is it? If I can get the sun shower rainwater and let this tree bloom again, will you show us another way to get to Kuromori Town? Sun shower rainwater is very precious. How are you going to get it? Do you still remember when was the last time there was a sun shower? I forgot. Right. Whenever the foxes held a wedding, there would be a sun shower. A fox's wedding. Eiko-sama was on good terms with the Fox clan, Tamasaki, who live around these parts. This tree was also given by the Tamasaki clan as a gift. Whenever a fox from the Tamasaki clan held a wedding, Eiko-sama would bring the valuable sun shower at nightfall to express his appreciation. If my memory serves me right, there was a fox's wedding a few years ago, but I don't remember when was that. Wait, why do you want to know that? It's hard to explain, but if you can give me a rough idea of the time, I can get the sun shower rainwater. I can't remember. Maybe you can go to the school building in the village and find some clues. That fox's wedding was held near the school building. I understand. Can you really get it? As long as you can show us another way, I promise you I will definitely get it. Before Eiko-sama fell asleep, he was worried about this tree the most. Alright, as long as you can get the sun shower rainwater, I can take you to Kuromori Town. Okay. I feel like I'm really slipping up in pronunciation. But I promise I am trying my best. I'm trying to look at the sign. A strange signpost with a cat picture on it. You heard about that legend, haven't you? People who see a fox's wedding would be jinxed? Yes, I heard about that. And yet you've decided to do this? We have no choice. Besides, this kind of legend is obviously used to frighten kids into going home early. Hard-working novelists like us will be so sad when you put it this way. Sorry, I'll buy one of your books if I see them one day. Take it. And I'm supporting your creative works. Really? I'll forgive you then. Oh, by the way, would you like me to sign on it when the time comes? Yes, I would be overjoyed to have Kiritani-sensei's autograph. Sometimes I wonder why she's like a baby who's so easy to deal with. What are you looking for? The scarecrow seems to have said something just now. Oh my, you look familiar to me. Omasumi-chan? And I see from your eyes that you are lost. Are you looking for something? Or an answer? I heard a fox's wedding was held here before. When was that? You have come to the right person. I've been standing here for decades, and I know everything that happened around here. But if you want to know the answer, you have to answer some of my questions first. Go ahead. The first question. What is the fruit that looks green outside and red inside? Watermelon? Correct. Second question. What fruit is black when it's small and green when it's fully grown? Watermelon? That's right, the answer is still the yummy and juicy watermelon. Speaking of which, I'm suddenly in the mood for a watermelon. Komasumi-chan, would you mind picking a watermelon for me? Isn't it your duty to guard this melon patch? It doesn't matter anymore. After all, the owner of this melon patch died a long time ago. So long as you bring me a watermelon, I'll answer your questions. By the way, it has to be a ripe watermelon. Alright. Unripe. So this one. This watermelon should be ripe, but in theory, this valley. This village is uninhabited, and there should be no one tending to this field. But why is this watermelon so big? Yara-chan, that scarecrow doesn't look trustworthy. What if there's a trap hidden inside? That scarecrow is indeed a bit weird, but I'm also a bit curious. Maybe there is really something. An indistinct set of bleached human bones is uncovered from the soil beneath the watermelon. That's why it's so ripe. Surprise! Isn't that surprising? It's human bones. It looks like the bones have been buried here for ages. That's why the watermelon would grow so big. It must have absorbed the human's nutrients. Humans can't be fertilizers. Actually, they can. Huh? Hey, hey, hey! What? Wait, these are human bones, right? These are human bones. Why are you so calm about it? This is my elaborately designed prank. Hey, is there something wrong with your head? Normal people would be so scared they would wet themselves. Sorry to disappoint you. I can see monsters and ghosts since I was born, and I've seen more frightening stuff than this. This isn't fun at all. You're so boring. Well, since you've been here all the time, you should probably know how the bones ended up here. I'm not in the mood to talk about that. If you want to scare people, I could help you. Help me? How? I could try and find some passerbys for you. Of course, I will tell them. There's a scarecrow here, and he's very lonely. He loves to attract other people's attention with pranks. Please talk to him. Wait a second. Oi, you're not really gonna do that, are you? Just write it on his body, so that everyone who would pass this guy could see it. This little thing looks like a duck egg. You're so mean. Yara-chan, just write it directly on his face. No, please don't. I'm begging you. Just ask me anything, I'll tell you. Okay, then I'll need to ask you. What do you wish to know? About the bones. Let me see. I can't remember the name, but the person is a station master. Station master. Is that Matsuyama Masao, who hanged himself? Right, it's him. But he didn't commit suicide. The store is in front of Matsuyama's house. I think it was around 3 years ago, several villagers barged into Matsuyama's house and they seemed to have argued with him. I don't remember exactly what they were arguing about, but I'm sure Matsuyama didn't kill himself. Rather, he was hanged by those people. Why did the villagers hang him? Probably because of some religion. Yes. I vaguely remember those people were shouting something like, "You bastard, why did you betray us?" Betray. After Matsuyama died, the villagers forbade his wife from burying him in the village cemetery, so he was buried in this melon patch hastily. Not long afterwards, Matsuyama's wife jumped into the river and drowned. What an unfortunate family. The Fox's wedding. I remember it clearly. It was so lively that day, and yokai from everywhere came. Just tell me which year it took place. I can't remember the year, but I'm sure it was in early spring. But I remember that year was the time when the school nearby was closed down. Foxes don't like to be seen by humans, especially by human kids. Because the school was closed down that year, this place became very desolate. So the wedding was pretty spectacular. I remember there were... I think I get it. Oi! Are you sure you don't want to hear about the grand occasion on that day? I will see it soon. Huh? Okay. So they wrote down their timetable. Where was it written? School building might collapse. Please do not enter without permission. Timetable full of scratches and swear words. Is there not a spot in here that I can see? Do you still remember the year when the school was closed down? Nensha would fail if you get it wrong. I remember the notice board at the front part of the village has the date when the school was closed down. But I don't know if that baby holding restless spirit is still there. We won't go wrong if we're careful. Well. Uh, 135 incident report, notice on school closure. That restless spirit is gone. It should be safe now. Let's see if there are any clues we've missed. Wait, really? March next year. This was put out in 95, so in 96. December 96. Or no, March of 1996. Okay. I remember. Well, let's get started. Input the... Whoa. That wasn't English. Input the correct year. The phone is responding. It seems we did it. Is this the sun shower? It's different from what I'd imagined. The phone isn't responding. I'll find some other electrical appliance for Nensha later. What did you say? You're telling me Ojo-sama has disappeared? Ugh, the minute I look away, she's gone. I can't believe you'd let her disappear right under your nose. Who would know it'd suddenly rain cats and dogs? Ojo-sama's the bride. How's the wedding going to proceed without her? You'll replace her? Sir, I'm not old enough to get married. Shut up. All of you will have to find her. But it's raining heavily. We can't even pick up Ojo-sama's scent. Then keep your eyes peeled and search every corner carefully. Seems we have heard something big. Yes? Hang on. If unfortunate things would befall people when they run into a fox's wedding, then if they run into a fox running away from a wedding, we would definitely be killed. They're coming. Quickly, hide in this cottage. That was close. If we get noticed by them, they might even take away Kirihara-chan and make her the bride. But it's okay, as long as we can get the sun shower rainwater safely. Is the sun shower really outside? Huh? That deer said before that the sun shower was a gift Eiko-sama would bestow to the Tamasaki clan as a wedding present. It's very precious. The rain outside seems more like a downpour that came out of nowhere. Plus, that fox also said that this rain is totally unexpected. It's strange indeed. Let's wait until they find the bride. If the wedding proceeds as planned, we should be able to see the real sun shower. I guess it's the only thing we can do. Right. This is the first time I've heard a fox skip a wedding. Yes, this is going into my book. Okay. Snacks with a layer of dust are displayed on the shelves. A somewhat moldy notebook. It seems the notebook records the notebook records the sales of goods. The final date of the record is October 14th, 1995. Matsuyama was found dead on the 12th. This notebook should be from Matsuyama's wife. Why? I'm rather bored by what that scarecrow said earlier. Is Matsuyama really hanged by the villagers? In some religious groups, this kind of lynching happens a lot. Also, when Matsuyama was killed, the scarecrow heard those villagers shouting, "You bastard, why did you betray us?" According to the clue that was hidden under a seat's cushion in the train station, Matsuyama seems to be afraid of letting others know that he is a member of Shinri Tengoku. Don't tell me that Matsuyama originally believed in some religion at Shikanaki village, and he was hanged to death by the other followers because he joined Shinri Tengoku and took part in the gas attack. Yes, that's possible. Religion at Shikanaki village. Maybe that Eiko-sama is... Ihara-chan, don't look too much into that. Maybe we can inquire about Shikanaki village in Kuromori town. Yes. An eerie chewing sound came from the corner of the room. There's a strange woman in that corner, and her face is covered with blood. She's eating something weird. It seems to be a watermelon. Choking sounds. Oh! Hey, I'm a girl! You're so rude, and you look like a Kagami Mochi. I'm a pigeon. You're the rude one. Excuse me. Who are you? So obvious. I'm just a passerby. Then how do you explain the ears on your head and that shiramuku, white kimono and hairpiece worn by brides at weddings, at your feet? Oh my, I forgot to hide them. You're the bride who skipped her own wedding? Are you here to take me back? Don't be fooled by my appearance. My claws are very sharp. I'm not here to take you back. Huh? Perhaps it's because I ate your watermelon in secret. No to that either. The owner of the melon patch has... Anyway, I mean you no harm. I see. You smell like a human. Aren't you a human? Yes. You could actually make your way here. I guess you're not an ordinary human. Right. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Tamasaki Shizu. I'm Kihara Kashin. Tamasaki-san, I'd like to ask a question. Okay, go ahead. Yes, I think I got most of it. I can help you get the sun shower rainwater. But before that, Ihara-san, I hope you can take me to Shikanaki Station. In other words, you're asking me to help you escape from your own wedding? Correct. Ihara-san, I don't know the groom at all. In order to secure their position on this land, my Tamasaki clan would ask me to marry an old yokai that I don't know at all. I have no feelings for that old guy, and he already has dozens of wives. I don't want to get married. My family is afraid I might escape, so they had imprisoned me. It wasn't easy for me to escape to this place when it rained, but now I don't think I can get away. So, if you can help me get out of here, I will definitely give you the thing you want, Kihara-san. What should I do? They can smell me, but if I'm the same size as your little pigeon, you can put me inside your satchel. Your smell should be able to mask mine. Whoa, there's so many foxes guarding the place out there. Don't worry, if they really catch me, I'll accept my fate. And I will plead for you, Kihara-san. After all, I'm the Ojo-sama of Tamasaki clan. They won't harm you, not disarm you. What? Alright, I'll help you. Kihara-chan, you're really too accommodating. How could you simply believe this melon-stealing fox? The Tamasaki-san is also like us. She also wants to get out of here. Not to mention, we're also having a hard time escaping from this place right now. Kihara-san, you're really so amazing. Little pigeon, you should watch and learn from your owner. But I'm curious to know why you need the sunshine or rainwater. To help Eiko-sama. Since it's for Eiko-sama. Don't worry, I'll do my best to keep you safe. Kihara-san, let me know when you're ready. Okay. Piles of groceries. They're covered with dust and cobwebs. A key covered with cobwebs. You obtain the key to the snack shop. Okay. Is there anything else in here? Snacks with a layer of dust. Are you ready? Yes. Good, then I'll use my magic first. Both of you, guard that place. Does Tamasaki-sama know about this? Of course. Tamasaki-sama knows Ojo-sama has run away from the wedding, and he's so furious. We can't find her. We're dead ducks. They said there's a scent of humans around the place. Is it possible that humans have abducted Tamasaki-san? Hell no. I heard Tamasaki-sama has already given the order. If anyone finds out humans are behind it, slay those humans immediately. No exceptions, even if Ojo-sama pleads for mercy on their behalf. Is that really necessary? You don't know? It's those books by humans that corrupted Ojo-sama. That's why Tamasaki-sama hates humans the most. I see. Say, we haven't searched this building yet. Hey, what are you two doing? Boss, we haven't searched this building yet. Idiot, it stinks of dead human bodies inside. Why would Tamasaki Ojo-sama hide inside? Run along and search somewhere else. Sorry, I ruined it. Tamasaki-san, what are the books they were talking about? Our clan has never liked humans, including human stuff, but I've always loved human stuff since I was a kid, especially books written by humans. Because of that, my father would often scold me, and the other foxes would mock me. In their eyes, I'm an odd one among the foxes. But I don't care what they think of me. I want to go to the human world and get to know humans better. This wedding was arranged to advance my family's interests, and I was offered as a sacrifice. So I made up my mind to get out of here and go to the human world. Sorry, this should have been my private affair. Sorry to get you involved because I was willful. I should show myself and end this mess early. Tamasaki-san, the human world is not as beautiful as you'd imagined. Yes, I'm too naive. But, if you don't see the outside world with your own eyes, you will regret it your whole life. Kihara-san. My favorite writer once wrote a poem. I walk through thorny bushes full of scratches, and the harbinger of death hovers above my head, but I still want to press ahead and go across the high mountains. Because the view over there is fantastic. This is Kobayashi Sensei's poem. I also like it very much. Since you've come to this point, don't turn back. But, Kihara-san, you're not in an imaginary world. Those guys outside will really hurt you. Maybe there's a way to avoid that danger outside. I'm not sure if it works, but I'd like to give it a try. Tamasaki-san, could you lend me your wristwatch? Yes. Now, it's 5:20 in the evening. Okay, all set. I need to wear this watch on my wrist to ensure success. Briefly, I can read the memory in an electrical appliance at a certain time, and the appliance will change location when we travel back in time. Now that I'm wearing this watch, we can return to this watch's memory at 5:20 if we get into any danger. This way, the person wearing the watch would come back to this room along with the watch. You're a genius, Kihara-chan. I don't really understand, but since you have decided to help me, I'll also try my best to assist you. Okay, let's set out now. It's heavily guarded. Kihara-san, we need to be careful until we reach Shikanaki Station. This rain is timely. We should be able to elude those foxes if we're careful. Yo, the lovely Komusume-chan over there. Wait, I see from your eyes that you're lost. Are you asking me what I'm looking for? Huh? There are human bones hidden into the watermelon. Stupid scarecrow. You can't scare us anymore. Huh? Foxes can see anything within a semicircle, and their range of vision is quite far. Avoid showing up within the semicircle in front of them. Damn. Shit! No! This is the Fox Forest. The wedding party would set off from the Fox Forest, cross a magical barrier, and reach Shikanaki Village. The bridge we passed just now is the portal in the barrier. Although I could open a portal with my magic and go back to Shikanaki Village, I spent too much mana just now and would need to rest a bit. But the fog is heavy here. It would probably be harder for them to notice us. Foxes in the forest have a shorter range of vision, and they tend to move around more frequently. When it is time to act, seize the opportunity. It's heavily guarded ahead. It's dangerous if we go there directly. Let's see if there's another way across. Why is there a radio here? Maybe the other foxes picked it up from the villagers? Actually, some foxes also like human stuff as much as I do. But my father hates them. That's why they hide these things in places like this. It seems the radio can still be turned on. Replay. This is Kuromoricho Nighttime News. Coming up next is... At present, the mastermind behind the theater gas attack is still unidentified, and one member of the theater crew was found dead at home from taking poison. Police suspect that the feather is shining brightly. Huh? It's nighttime now. The radio is probably broadcasting yesterday's evening news, and Nensha has brought us back to that scene at night. This function is so convenient. Right, be careful with the firefoxes at night. Those are dangerous. Right, I'd better set this place as the point for Nensha to backtrack first. I have set the Fox Forest entrance as the point for Nensha to backtrack. If the place feels dark to you, press A to use the flashlight. The radio isn't responding. A rusty axe is affixed to a tree stump. Seems we're safe for now. I'd better set this place as the point for Nensha to backtrack first. Set the Fox Forest Center as the point for Nensha to backtrack. Signboard has strange characters written on it. It doesn't seem to be Japanese. I've never seen these kind of characters before. Our fox clans use these characters. What does it say? It roughly means, stupid humans get out of our territory. Even if they want to protest, they should write it in a language humans could understand. The wooden bridge is tottering. It's a dead end, Tanizaki-san. Have you recovered your powers? I've only recovered 2/3 of it. After all, I've been starving for a long time. I remember a swan boat would always stop here at daytime. We can reach the center of the lake with that boat. Foxes can't swim, so they probably won't pursue us. Seems we can use Nensha on that lamp ahead. But the fox that is guarding this place will wake up at daytime. It'd be risky to just return here during daytime without doing anything else. Only we could break the bridge. Seems the gap is going to tear the bridge apart. If I run across it enough, will it break? No. The axe. Let's go get the axe. Rusty axe. Obtained it. Nice. Let's see if this axe can break the bridge. The axe is broken. The guard probably can't come over now. Do me a favor and tell my parents I'll never come back. Feathers shining brightly. Eiko-sama, Eiko-sama. I want to go to the world where humans live. Why do you want to go to their world? Humans are really interesting. They have that, I can't remember the name, but anyway, they're really interesting. If you want to go to their world, you have to learn how to communicate with them first. What is communicate? You're speaking with a lisp now, and it's hard to fit in the human world like that. Oh. I will try my best to learn. It's cute. Besides the human language, you also need to learn a lot of things, such as human etiquette, their knowledge, their living habits. Eiko-sama, please tell me, how do I learn all these? Humans love to record things and pass them to others. They would write it on a kind of item called books. If you want to see them, I can give you some of the books by humans. Really? Thank you, Eiko-sama. Eiko-sama, I've learned quite a bit on the human language. May I go to the human world now? Can you tell me why you want to go to their world? I learned something called freedom in their books. and I want to pursue that thing. Aren't you free now? My father would never let me learn anything about humans, and my mother had told me they will marry me off to some yokai from another place when I get older. And the other foxes would secretly call me a weirdo and mock me for fancying human stuff. So Eiko-sama, I want to get out of here, and I want to find that freedom. We're riding a boat on the lake right now. Do you feel carefree? Yes. You're carefree while boating on the lake now, and you can go to any place you want. But what if I make the boat disappear? The boat is gone. Under normal circumstances, you would fall into the water, and the currents would swallow you. There are rules to survive in human society, just like fish and prawns in water, and foxes in these parts. To live in the human world, you need money, skills, and power. You need a lot of those things, which you don't have. Even if you have all those, it's not easy to live in the human world. As far as I know, the human world is going through a great disaster called an economic crisis. Millions of people are starving with no place to stay. Some even committed suicide. In spite of all these, you would still want to go to the human world and pursue that freedom? Sweetie, you can come to me again when you've figured it out. Eiko-sama, check this out. I got a license from humans. With this license, I could become a teacher. Then I'll have a stable income. I've also made friends with lots of humans. Eiko-sama, why are you smiling? For decades, I've tried to talk some sense into you, but you've never given up on the idea of going to the world where humans live. Why are you so insistent on that? I once thought of running away from here because I was curious and rebellious. When I learned about the human world, I realized it's not that beautiful. I need to earn money to survive, sacrifice my time for leisure, and force myself to smile at strangers. Anyway, I need to put up with lots of nonsense. I finally understand the price for freedom is not having that freedom, and the goal in not having freedom is being free. And humans would actually survive in that quandary between having freedom and not having freedom for thousands of years. I want to know the reason, and I want to know humans better. Now, I have finally understood it, Eiko-sama. What I like is not the result of pursuing freedom, but this process, the process of controlling my own destiny. Looks like you don't need me to guide you anymore. Thank you, Eiko-sama. Actually, I know you never intended to stop me from leaving this place. Thanks to your guidance, now I know what I really want. Since you want to be a teacher among humans, turn what you have learned into knowledge and enlighten new lives. Yes, Eiko-sama, I won't let you down. Eiko-sama, I'll come back to visit you whenever I'm free. Hamasaki, you only need to go ahead and pursue your own destiny. No need to think about me. Besides, I'm also about to start on my journey. Huh? Eiko-sama, where are you going? To a distant place. Then will you come back? Yes. Compared to my long life, this is just a short trip. Hamasaki-san. Hamasaki-san! Are you alright? We're now at... I don't know what happened. I passed out right after activating Nensha and we're on the swan boat when I woke up. This is... Karu-sensui. Karu-sensui? It's Eiko-sama's garden. Why are we here? Speaking of which, the boat seems to be stuck on something firm since just now. An electric boat. I'll start Nensha again. Okay. Huh. This is Shikanaki Station. To be exact, it's the roof of the station. How did we land here? That's your question? You fool. This roof doesn't look sturdy at all. Lucky the roof isn't that high. But we have smashed a big hole in the floor. The station is going to be abandoned sooner or later. No one will blame us. Kihara-san. It'll be at least 10 minutes before the train will arrive. Rest a bit first. By the way, you're going to Kuromori Town, right? I have a small dwelling in Kuromori Town, and I'm not using it now. If you're tired, you can rest there. The dwelling is in the apartment next to the basketball court. Here's the key. Thank you, Tamasaki-san. Before I leave, you can ask me if you have any questions about Kuromori Town. I'll try my best to answer. There's a moldy letter in the cabinet. I know things would eventually be revealed, and my husband also died from the violence, all of which is retribution, but the unorthodox rites that are carried out in the village are even more abominable than Shinri Tengoku. I'm leaving the evidence in a small box inside my store, and I hope that the person who reads this letter will expose the truth to the public. It seems Matsuyama's wife wrote this letter. The letter said a cult in Shikanaki village is more cruel than Shinri Tengoku. Does it have anything to do with a new deity that deer mentioned? Theater troupe flyer has been turned yellow. Aotori Theater Troupe will be bringing the classic dramas on stage at 6 p.m. this Sunday at Kuromori Choke Gicho, starring the famous movie star Ando Megumi. October 16th, 1993. Dark forest as far as the eye can see. Tonari no Tetero movie poster. The power indicator on the radio is on. This is the radio used by Nensha earlier. With this, we should be able to go back to 1998. But let's make sure Tamasaki-san leaves this place successfully first. Kihara-san, what would you like to know? Kuromori Gekisho is right across the apartment where I live. It's a theater built to commemorate the Shikanaki miracle, and it's been close to 20 years since it was built. But the theater encountered setbacks after the economic crisis several years ago. Last year, which was the year 1995, a gas attack happened near the theater, and it was a big blow to the theater. I remember a gas attack also occurred on train 135 at Kuromori Station. Yes, the dates of the two incidents were quite close. It's probably a response to the Tokyo Aiden subway gas attack by fanatical followers. I usually pay attention to such things, so I would often gather some information conscientiously. There are some detailed articles about these two attacks in my room. If you're interested, you can look through them. Okay. Kihara-san, what would you like to know? Village is past. To be honest, I like being surrounded with people, so I would often go to Kuromori Town once I learned to explore my surroundings. I don't know Shikanaki village that well. All I know about Shikanaki village is that it's a village with hundreds of years of history. During the Taisho period, it prospered from the mining industry, but fell into decay because of the war shortly afterwards. After the war, Shikanaki village began to develop its agriculture. The fruits and vegetables grown there were sold all over Japan, especially their watermelons. They are very tasty. Shikanaki village flourished again thanks to their agricultural developments, and this period in history is also called the Shikanaki miracle. But the village declined again because of the economic crisis which started several years ago. Tamasaki-san, do you know what deity do the people in Shikanaki village worship besides Eiko-sama and Shinri Tengoku? Kihara-san, I can't answer this question. Do you know the deities here are words? We can't call a deity's name whenever we like. Of course, Eiko-sama is a kind and benevolent deity. Kind and benevolent deity. And it's fine to mention his name any time. But not all deities are kind. Calling some deity's name without thinking may bring misfortune. So it's better if you don't know about that deity. Mihara-san, what would you like to know? I'm going to teach Japanese at a senior high school in Tokyo after this. Huh? Really? Of course, it took me a lot of effort to earn that teacher's license. Saki-san, that's impressive indeed. You could visit me if you come to Tokyo. The train has finally arrived. Kira-san and Little Pigeon, thank you very much for accompanying me on this journey. Without your help, I might have stayed in this mountain forever. I will always remember your kindness. I will always remember your determination in pursuing your freedom. Kira-san, I'm beginning to like you more and more. So according to our deal, I should give you the sun shower rainwater. Sorry, I forgot to find a container for the rainwater. You don't need a container. A bottle of the size for eye drops is enough, and I happen to have one. Actually, sun shower rainwater is normal rainwater mixed with a fox's tears. Normally, I wouldn't cry, but you've risked your life to help me, so I'll try my best to force out some tears. Done, Kihara-san. Nice. Thank you, Tamasaki-san. Eiko-sama would definitely be so proud of you. Since both of you came 2 years later, is Eiko-sama doing well? He's okay. And it's a relief, because I heard from the foxes in my clan lately that fewer humans believe in Eiko-sama. Tamasaki-san, all is well with Eiko-sama. He's also hoping that you will continue pursuing your freedom and never look back. Give my regards to Eiko-sama for me when you're back. It's time to go. You forgot this. This watch seems useful to you. You can keep it. This watch is worn out a lot, and you'd still wear it. It means a lot to you, right? Eiko-sama gave it to me on my 15th birthday. You'd better keep it then. Think of it as Eiko-sama is always around with you. Kihara-san, thank you so much. It's an honor to meet you and Eiko-sama in my life. I don't want to part from you, but until we meet again. Until we meet again, Tamasaki-san. That's sad. Tamasaki-san slowly walked to the train and threw away the mundane thoughts and shackles. A day ago, I was like many of my peers. I was sitting in an empty classroom and doing boring exercises. Within a short time, I helped a fox gain her freedom, dodged life-threatening situations, and turned this train station upside down. I could never imagine all these. I have no idea what's in the deep, dark forest, but I want to press ahead, and it's now more resolute than before. Now we can go back. We've finally returned. Let's hurry and find that deer. Okay. Okay. I think this is probably a good place to hold off until next time. So, thank you all so much for watching. I'm actually really enjoying the story so far. If I sound a little bit hoarse, it's because I've been talking a lot today. But, as always, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week, and a great beginning to your weekend. And I'll see you all next time. Bye!